All right, man. Oh, man. Dang, man. I ain't get a chance to be at these charts as long as I would have liked to. But it is what it is. I'm here. Here, let me move this. All right, so we good to go. What's happening, y'all? What's up, Amani? Let me fix this microphone a little bit. Oh, what's good? What's good? What's good? Yeah, so we good to go. I got some good internet. Looking good. Earlier I was on the charts actually, and the market was given. Well, the market actually did give out a permission slip. So right now we do have permission, unless the market did something drastically contrary to what it was doing earlier. Which of course is always possible. But let's see. All right. Look at this chart real quick. I'm definitely digging the environment. Definitely. But not certain if anything is actually going to set up for us. Why does shirt feel funny, man? Shirt feels, it's feeling funny on me. It's getting my nerves now. Hold on. What's wrong with this mic, man? I'm about to put it here. I don't even care as long as y'all can hear me. Still can hear me? Let me move this chat up. All right, cool. Oh, matter of fact, let me see something. Maybe I put it right here. Right directly in front of me, so see what's good. Ramadi said it's hot as hell out here, huh? Yeah, we got 84 degrees here, man. 84 degrees. Don said if you live in the past, you'll be depressed. If you live in the future, you'll be anxious. If you live in the present, you'll be okay. Totally agree with that, my brother. Muhota, what's happening? He said, I'm active duty in the Army. Wanted to know if I would have enough time to train to be proficient enough at interpreting the market behavior to trade profitably. Yes. Tony, what's good? And yes, that the answer to that question is yes, Muhota. And I hope I'm pronouncing your name properly. If I'm not, I apologize. Gregory, what's happening? It's all good, my man. Yeah, I was. That's funny because I just was thinking that, Don. That's why I didn't hesitate. I was like, yep. Because with military background, you know, I know that you guys are trained very well to be at a very high level of discipline. And that's exactly what you need in order to, you know, be able to trade the markets and be profitable over the long term. Like, that's exactly what you need. So, whereas, you know, ordinary people who don't have that type of training, the average person don't have the same type of mental discipline as, you know, folks with military background. Like, it's not even close. So that's why people that are in the military, I do believe that you guys are very, like, you fit very well with wanting to trade the market, because that's exactly what you need in order to trade the market. That is exactly what you need. Discipline, patience, focus, you know, not deviating. It's like when you guys are giving orders, you don't go and do something else. You follow your orders. You know, that's the type of mindset that you have to have when you're trading, because you cannot deviate from the process that is being used in order for you to trade profitably. You know, whereas regular people, they like, I don't feel like doing this. Or, you know, I'm not getting up today. I'm tired. You know, you don't do that in the military. You get your ass up and that's it. There's no questions about it. What's up, Stacy? Yeah, my pleasure, man. Definitely my pleasure. Stacy got one and done, huh? I hope that said perfect. Okay, that's all I need to hear. How soon can you help me get started? You can get started right now. Look underneath the video in the description box. Underneath there, you'll see a link. There'll be a link there for you to sign up. And there's also a link there for you to connect with me on Facebook. So just click on the sign up link. That's the sign up. And then send me a friend request on Facebook, and then I'll get you set up. And that's it. That is it. Easy as pie. Market look good. Market look good right now. Adam, what's good, man? The market looks good. Yes, it does. All right, let's see. See how well they follow instructions? Now, he did exactly what I told him to do. No hesitation. Just got the friend request. Damn, I did not want the market to do this. I wanted it to wait. Like just now, the market was in position. And it's out of position now. And there's too much time left for anything to go on with the current binary. But, you know, that's how it goes. Market does what it wants. So it's all good. It is all good. And I came on a little late today because I had some other stuff to do. Just running around and more running around. But it's all good. It's okay. All right. See what these next couple of binaries do. But it's looking like gonna have to see what the market does when we come back on a little later after it reopens, because it's gonna close shortly. It's gonna close shortly. Muhota, I just messaged you on Facebook. Check your messenger if you're still on here, and I would imagine that you are. Check your Facebook messenger. Mahota, also check your email. An email was already sent to you just now to the Gmail that you have. It was sent to that address. Okay. Bam, there we go. This right here look like it might get in position. We'll see. We shall see. Minute and a half left. Daggone it. It is in position, but the pricing is off. Pricing ain't there. Yeah, that positioned itself very nicely too right there. Very nice positioning. So just we'll check and see what the behavior ultimately looks like. And I like to do that because the continuity of the behavior, you want to make sure that it's remaining in place when it is present in the market. So that's why we continue to monitor, and we just remain in observation mode pretty much, all the way through, like just consistently. We're never not in observation mode, put it like that. Yeah, we do. We still got it, Adam. Benito, what's happening? What's up, JT? What's up, Mick? What's up, JPC? I appreciate that, man. JPC said he listening to the commentary instead of the radio. Wow, that's remarkable, man. That's nice. Man, this phone is terrible. Like this phone is, I think this phone is just trash at this point. Now, if that phone stays there, that's a miracle. If that phone stays there, that's a miracle. I don't even know how it's standing up. I got it sitting right directly in front of the AC vent. I have no idea what's holding the phone up right now. It's literally suspended, sitting in front of the vent. That's cool. I tried. Anyway, I hold it here for a second, let this thing cool off a little bit. I understand why this thing is overheating like this, though. That's crazy. Oh man, I'm on the phone. Cool off already. Jeez, like it only been on for 20 minutes. This thing already overheating. Point the air up there. Maybe that'll help. All right, see what happens with that. So what I'm hoping is that this he talking about Steve Jobs made a good product. All right. Nada. I'm curious to see how this one finishes, but there's no opportunity there, that's for sure. No oportunidad. All right. Ain't nothing there. It did finish nice, though. Did finish nice. So what I was going to say is I'm hoping that this behavior will carry over into the next session. Because if it does, we'll be looking good going into the next one. Equidreams, what's good, man? So we're gonna have to do some combos and live calls once I get started here, because I'll be having tons of questions. Yeah, on live training, if you want to come on and talk, you can do that. And the day is awesome. Woke up. Any day you wake up is a beautiful day. That's how I look at things now, man. For real. My wife, she likes to watch the news. I don't watch news. Right? I think it was yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday before she left the house. So she turned the news on, and on the news, a lady right in Brooklyn was riding her bike on the sidewalk and going into an intersection. You know, like this is a common occurrence in New York City. People will ride their bikes on the sidewalk and they'll go right into traffic, but they're not really looking at the traffic. You got to pay attention to the traffic. You have to. You can't take for granted that a car or a truck is going to see you, for one. You can't take for granted that, you know, people are not going to run lights. Like, it's way too much stuff that can happen on the road for you to not be paying attention. People be riding around on their bike with earphones in and all type of stuff. And I'm like, you can't do that. So anyway, so the lady's coming on the sidewalk and she's going directly into traffic, but she don't have the light. Like, imagine, you know, you at the corner and you don't have the light. You about to start crossing the street. You don't have the light though. The light is green for the oncoming traffic coming this way, and you want to go this way. She on a bike, flying. She's flying, coming this way. A truck, a cement truck, is coming this way. He has the green light, and cement trucks sit up very high. He didn't even see the lady. So the lady's coming, and she must have, at the last split second, in her peripheral, saw the truck, and you can see she tried to dodge. Like, she tried to, you know, like, turn the bike. It was too late. That truck, literally, the man said that when he hit the lady, he didn't know what he hit. He just felt a bump. Like, you in the truck and you just feel a bump. He ran over the lady. She died instantly. But anyway, like, I'm just saying, as far as, like, that's the type of stuff, like, when I see that type of stuff, that's why I said, you know, you wake up, it's a beautiful day. Nothing happened to you or your family. It's an excellent day. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to look at that. That's how I look at life. That's the perspective I always have. Because I'm just like, yo, a lot of shit happens every day to a lot of people. And it wasn't you. It didn't happen to you. It wasn't nobody that you know or any of your family members. And if it can happen to anybody, it can happen to anybody. You know, you're like nobody is immune to stuff happening. So anyway, that was the point I was trying to make with that. It just was crazy, man. That was crazy. I was like, damn. And yo, and like in New York, that's one thing I cannot stand about how people take everything for granted when they walking in the street, when they driving. You cannot take for granted that somebody sees you. You can't just assume, oh, I got the light. You know how many people run red lights? Even when you have the light, you still need to look. You need to be looking left and right. When I'm driving at a green light, I'm looking left and right, ready to stop. I'm never just gonna go. Come on, man. Like, people be bugging out, man. JT said I run red lights. Yo, it's crazy. I know DC is crazy too. Yes, Lord. Yes, DC is crazy like that also. When I went there to visit, I was like, yo, they act just like New York people. Retarded, like it's something in the water or something. Hey, what's happening, man? What's up, James? Yeah, there was an MRMH today. Yes, there was. Oh, that's a good question. Equidream said, college or trading? That's a good question. I wonder what y'all think I would say. Would I give a cut and dry answer to that? JT said both. That's interesting. Interesting. um, Equid Dreams. I experience a close call in a car accident like once a month. It's just crazy how some people just don't pay attention. They don't, man. They just be acting stupid. Make sure you have to pay attention for yourself and for others on the road. Exactly. Exactly. Just being a defensive driver all the time. And you got to be a defensive walker. Like when you on the street walking, you got to do that. I mean, you literally just can't take nothing for granted, man. Yep, you got to look out for you and for what others do. Exactly. Right. You are your brother's keeper. Like literally. And yeah, see, that's what it is, Don. Yep. They feel entitled. Yep. They feel entitled, man. Yes, they just walk with the expectation that cars will stop. That's why I can't stand driving in the city. Like driving in Manhattan. Because, and like, don't drive nowhere like near major intersections. Like, don't go to Times Square. Like, just don't drive in Times Square, period. Because it's a mob of people walking on the sidewalk that's crossing the street. They crossing all, like, they crossing when you're supposed to be going. They're crossing the street and walking. You have the green light, and they are literally walking across the street like they got the light. And it's a mob of them. It's just hundreds of people. It's like, all right, what am I supposed to do? It's retarded, man. Yep. Aries, what's happening? He said, I'm looking for someone who really knows how to trade. Can we talk? I'm all ears. What you want to talk about? I'm all ears. If you have a question, you can ask your question here. If that's what you want to do, or if you want to message me on Facebook, you can do that also. It's up to you. I keep forgetting. Dad, you're only 21. That's crazy, man. That is so crazy to me. So you didn't go to college then? Okay, I'm just reading what you said just now. 21 didn't go to college after graduating, so that's an L for me. I don't believe that that's an L. See, like perspective is everything. Perspective definitely is everything. I don't think that it's a win or a loss for a person unless you're making it that. Like, it depends on how you look at everything. Not going could be a win for you. Going could be a win for you. You know what I'm saying? It depends on how you look at it. Yep, it depends on how you look at it. All right, Aries. Look in the description box underneath the live, and you'll see my Facebook there. You can message me there. Just send me a friend request. K Faz, what's good? Don is ill. Don is ill. Don see, it's so funny how we all end up here, because that is exactly how my thought process is. He said formal education will make you a living. Self-education will make you a fortune. That's a deep perspective right there to have, man. What I believe is that education is not necessarily limited to academia. What is it? Academia or academia, whatever. It's not limited to formal education at all. As a matter of fact, I think that most of the true education that you get that's the most relevant is stuff that you learn by living. Life itself is the education for you, but you have to make it that. You have to allow your life and you living life be educational for you. You know, it's just like how, like today, yo, nobody has an excuse to not know shit. You have Google. I'm like that. This is what I be telling my kids. I'm like, y'all realize that we didn't have the internet, like, you know, when I was a kid. Like the internet didn't exist. We didn't have Google. You literally can type a question into Google and get the answer for it, and not just one answer, a whole bunch of different responses to one question. How do I pop a pimple without leaving a mark? Type that into Google, and all type of information comes up. Come on, man, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's a lot. That's a lot. And then you got the nerve to ask me questions. I'd be like, don't ask me nothing. Go to Google. I tell my kids that, oh, pop, what's the such and such and such and such? Don't ask me nothing. Go to Google. And I feel like that because I'm like, you realize when I wanted to know something when I was a kid, I had to go to the library and actually do research. Like we had to go into encyclopedias. Them shits was big shelves of books broken down. You had to find the book. You can just search online. You had to find the physical book to find the information you was looking for. If you were looking in encyclopedias, you had to actually dig and find information. You had to find which encyclopedia it was in. Like it was crazy, man. You don't understand what I have at today, like at your disposal. Was crazy. It's crazy, man. I'm like, y'all is entitled as hell. For real. um, oh, I don't even know if he accepted. Did he accept it? Let me see. Yeah, he did. All right, cool. So let me just throw him in there real quick. All right, so he's good there. And I could have sworn I saw a message or something just now from I don't know what did I see? I know I saw something flash across the thing. What the heck was that I saw? I don't even know now. Oh snap! I'm just really dag. I'm slipping today. Y'all don't even say nothing. I'm just realizing. All right, that's why they asking. Okay. I'm just realizing I didn't even post the link. All right, my bad, yo. Dang, my bad. And I hate when I do stuff like that because y'all know I have OCD and it bothers me. Like that really, like I really get bothered by little stuff that's not that important, but it just irritates me. I don't know. I don't know why. Little shit. Like a typo will irritate me. Like people make typos all the time, but if I make a typo, it really bothers me. Like it just gets me a little upset. That's a little retarded, right? I know. I know it's retarded, y'all. I know. Um, let me see. Yeah, that's very true. I'm going through the comments from earlier too. Ed has said when the market sells, a lot of people see that as an opportunity to buy in. It's all about perspective, definitely. Don, he said college can get you in a lot of debt. I totally agree. Like 200,000 is used to be heavy. Now 80, 90, 150, 200,000, that's normal for debt, for college debt. And then they got it set up too where you got to pay it. Like they don't have. I think it's only certain circumstances where they'll do debt forgiveness. But other than that, you got to pay that back. It's crazy, man. Equid Dream said the thing I never figured out was what I wanted to go for in college, so I didn't make the choice to go, but I'd still pick this trading route. That's of course if I can learn and if it turns out good for me. Yep. Excuse me. As said, there's too much info floating around today. Dream said after college, most likely on average, you're only going to get into a job. That's most likely in the 40 to 60,000 range. Could vary, obviously, but on average, it still won't feel like financial freedom. Very powerful perspective right there, young man. JT said, I tell some of these kids my college stories, their jaws drop, and I tell them it only happens in college. The lifestyle experience and aspect of college is interesting. Definitely. Definitely. Like my son had the college experience, and he had the college experience in New York City. So he, like he's a very unique case to me because for one, he's very, very into his academics. Like that's the reason that he was able to even go to the school he went to, because of his grades and because of the way that he studies. Like everyone is just not even built like that though. Like I'm not built like that. I hated school. Like literally. I hated when I was in high school, I couldn't stand going to school. I loved the teachers and I loved learning. I didn't like the idea of why I gotta be here. I used to just always feel like, why do I have to come here? I'm like, I wish y'all could teach me all of this shit in my house. Like that's how I used to feel about it. So what I did, I made it my business when I was in school. I used to go to the library literally every day. And where I lived at the time, when I was in high school, I lived directly next to the library. So it was like heavenly for me. I could go to the library all the time, whenever I want to, right next door. Just leave my house, go to the library. After school, I'm at the library. So like while my friends were doing a lot of other stuff after school, I used to be in the library self-educating, and this is from an early age. When I was like 10, 11, I was already reading about, investing. I was into it that young. I wanted to know, how to write a check. I wanted to understand banking. I wanted to understand, finance. And when I started learning like about just how you can save money and how you had different types of accounts in the bank. You had a checking account, then you had a savings account, then you had certificates of deposit where you earn interest. Like all of that used to always just catch my attention. I'm like, yo, This was where people was putting money, like they invested money. So I like that idea versus, having that just be on the job forever, because that's all I saw around me. You see all of your relatives and everybody around you, everybody's in the workforce. I didn't really have anybody around me like that was a business owner except for one cousin. I had one cousin that was a business owner. And what did I do? I went to work in a shop because I wanted to learn about business. When I was in high school, I took a business course that was a college course that they were doing in my high school at the time. And they at first I couldn't take it because I was only in the ninth grade. And it was only supposed to be available like to seniors and juniors. But I was like, yo, please let me take the class now. I was like, I don't want to wait until I'm in 11th grade or 12th grade to take it. So they let me take it, and I was in the class with a bunch of seniors, and they used to be picking on me. I was shorter and smaller. I was getting kind of bullied around because I'm in a class with older kids, and they're learning about business though. So, like it's like I put myself in position at a very early age to learn, and that has nothing to do with school. Because like I said, I did not like school. I didn't like the idea of school. I used to just be like, yo, this shit is, I don't like being around with all of these kids. These kids are stupid in here. They acting stupid. Everybody wants to fight. It's just all of this stuff that's going on. It's just high school stuff. I didn't like it. I had so much beef, like just it just nonstop beef. Like I always had to fight. People were jealous. People don't like the fact that I was smart. Then at the same time, I was smart, but I could fight. So I wasn't a nerd. And when you're not a nerd and you can fight and you're smart, people really don't like you when you're young. Like you're gonna get tested. People gonna test you. Older kids are gonna harass you. All type of shit is gonna go on. So that's kind of like, some of the things that made up how I became later on in life. All of this kind of just contributed to the way that I think now, and just as I was growing, how I began to think when I was at a very young age. Like by the time I was 17, 18, I was already I already had a job from when I was 14. When I got my working papers, I had a summer job, and the summer job carried over into an actual job that I had after school. I could go to the job. They kept me at the job. So when I was 14, I had my own money. I was always working. And that was my thinking. I'm like, I'm going to work, save money, and I'm going to educate myself. And I'm going to go to the library every day and learn about all of this finance and investment shit that I see people doing. And I'm going to get rich one day. That's what I said to myself. And mind you, I'm like 13. I said that to myself when I was 13. By the time I was 14, I had a job. From 14 to like 18, that was a pivotal time for me also, because during that time, that's when I was going to the library every day. Like I just was learning. I was learning about everything. I learned about mutual funds. Then I started, learning about what different types of investments were. Forex at that time, I don't even think Forex existed when I was that young. Oh, no, it did. It just did. It wasn't available to regular people yet, though. Forex was traded only by institutions at that time. That's how early this was. Like, I'm just thinking back now. I'm like, damn, that was a long time ago. Like, that's crazy that I was thinking like that at such a young age. So I kind of always had the inclination to want to be in finance and investment, because I saw how that was an opportunity to become free. Because I knew then, I was like, I know I'm working now, but I don't want to always work. Like, I don't want to have to always be on a job. And I knew that early. And it's so funny because I did very well on every job that I had. So I was great on jobs, but I didn't like it. I never liked having to answer to nobody. I didn't like the idea, of me not being in control, like, kind of being my own boss. I always wanted to be my own boss. I'm like, I don't like, why am I listening to you and I know more than you? Like, why do I know more than my supervisors? I used to feel like that. I used to feel like that's not fair. Like, I know more than y'all, but and I'm helping y'all solve problems, but you the supervisor. You getting paid twice what I'm getting paid. No, I like I didn't like that type of stuff. I didn't like none of that. I know I'm rambling a little bit. I apologize. But I just was thinking back because I'm like what y'all are saying kind of brought me back to how I was when I was young, man. I was young already thinking like this, which is crazy to me. That's crazy. John said, as you consistently win, how would a person control their emotions to ensure you don't make a mistake and get a loss? It's John, it's an ongoing process, man. Like it's such an ongoing every day, like you gotta chip away at it every day. You know, if you notice something about me, right? You see how I'm able to be consistent. I'm not just talking about with trading. I'm talking about with whatever I decide to do. Like I'll give you an example. I remember the first time I came on YouTube. When I discovered, I was like, oh, you can go live on YouTube. I didn't know that. As soon as I found out that you could go live on YouTube, in my mind, I said, I'm going to go live every day because I know what will happen. I'll have a chance to talk and I'll have a chance to watch it back. And I'm like, if I do that in addition to the training, I'm going to be able to develop my patience even more because that's all I'm going to talk about every day. This was my thinking. This had nothing to do with anybody else. This was for me. So in my mind, I said, I'm going to go live every day. Literally, this is what I said to myself. I said, I'm going to go live every day. There's no subject. I'm not talking about anything. It's just going to be live. We're going to talk about the market. We're going to talk about whatever. And through that, I know that I'll be able to reinforce the things I need to hear so that I can continue to develop patience. This was the reason why I said to myself, I'm going to go live every day. Now, do I go live every day? You see what I'm saying? So you have to develop the habit. And when you create the habit, it's no longer something that is like tedious or, damn, I don't really feel like doing it. I don't ever say I don't feel like going live because I know what's going to happen when I go live. I know that my reason for going live is just what I explained to you. I know that I'm going to get reinforcement through this for what it is that I know I need to trade. I know I need patience and discipline to trade. If I keep hearing it over and over and over every single day, how can I not do that? I don't know. I'm not hearing anything else. Like somebody said earlier, somebody said he comes on to listen to the commentary instead of listening to the radio. You know how powerful that is? Yo, that's how you do it, John. That's how you do it. Like, just to answer your question, it transcends into what you do in the market. The behavior that you want to do in the market, you have to create the habit for that behavior first. So if you want to control yourself and your emotions, you have to constantly listen and hear the same things over and over again. That's what these lives do. And this is so crazy because the lives are happening in the daytime. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people right now at work, you on your lunch break, you somewhere, you might go in the bathroom and turn on the live, and I'm on live and we're talking on the commentary. You know how remarkable that is? You getting trained right now. This is training now. All of the stuff that we do, everything we're talking about, it's reinforcement of what it is that we want to do when it comes to trading. It's the same thing. And that's what I'm saying about like the way that we don't separate it. Like your life and your lifestyle, you have to incorporate what you want to do in the market into your lifestyle. Everything I think about, everything I do, I always correlate it to how the market is, to how behavior is. Everything. And it transcends. That's why I don't even have to think about it. When I get on them charts, it's game time. Like, ain't no guessing. There's no, oh man, I don't know about this one. I wonder. Well, it's none of that. If we on here and the opportunity's there, you'll hear me talk about it and I'll point it out. Next thing you know, if a trade is there, boom, I'm in the trade. And not just me, a bunch of people in the group. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a matter of reinforcement of what it is that we do continuously, every day, nonstop. You just never stop. It's like, well, Mark, when do you stop training? What kind of question is that? You don't stop training. You don't. That's like asking professional athletes, when do they stop training? They're like, what do you mean? I don't understand the question. You never stop training. Everything is training to you. And when you do that now, it becomes a part of your lifestyle. And anything that's a part of your lifestyle is something that you don't have to think about doing. It becomes automatic for you to do it. And that's very powerful. So it's powerful stuff, man. Yeah. As I said, funny thing about the college experience is it will be what it will be no matter what age you enter at. That is a fact. That's true. That's true, man. JT said we were 17 and 18, had a 35-year-old rolling and getting down with us, but he had a job in the car. He was vital for the crew. That goes to show it's never too late to go. Dream said, I know I can still go. Just going to be weird being a 22-year-old freshman with everyone else being 18. Man, if you do decide to go, you'll fit right in. It ain't going to be nothing. And yeah, exactly. JT said girls like the older guys in college. Just throwing that out there. Anari, what's up, man? Mick said when the indicative is hovering and holding at the 1 pip price in between the strikes, I look at it as getting into position. Just as long as the time and the behavior syncs, both distance and OP. Mick, ask that in training. Because I want, I want to respond to that, but I want to respond to that in training so that it's recorded also for training. But ask that same question later on. Dream said, I ain't working right now either, so I want to study and learn this skill as quick as I can so I can start potentially making profits as I get more into it. Man, Dream, you so young, man. Like, you 21, and like I say that all the time, especially to the younger folks. Like, you got so much time. It's not even funny. I want you to realize, like, I'm young. I'm 41. It's not old. 41 is young. I feel young. I act young because I'm still young. I'm not old. You know what I'm saying? You like a baby. You 21. My son is 22. My oldest son is 22. So that goes to show you how young you are. I was your age when he was born. You like, just to put it in perspective. So it's like you got a lot ahead of you, and right now you're in position with something very powerful because the way that this is set up, you in position to learn. That's all you're gonna do is learn. Just being in this environment that we're in is crazy. You just like this is, to me, this is like college. This is like an Ivy League school to me. That's how this feels to me. What we doing on Team Alliance. JT said I sold candy, cigarettes, and whatever in high school. Shout out to the high school hustlers. Yeah, I used to sell candy in high school. Definitely, I definitely did. Dream said, if I start on demo the next 4 to 6 weeks and make profits constantly a day, I'll be open to live and go for small gains daily. If I can do that, I won't be planning on getting a daily job for now and progress as I go on. That's a good plan. Yep, that's a good plan. Don said, if you didn't have millions of dollars, you couldn't even touch the Forex market. Yep. Right. Back to the point I was making earlier about before Forex was made available to the average person. Yep. Cameron said, learning by osmosis. Yes, sir. Don said, I was a horrible employee. I hated taking orders. Indeed. John, do the probabilities not increase the more times you trade? A loss will inevitably happen even if you trade one a day. You do increase the potential to lose by overexposing yourself to the market, yes. But you mitigate that risk by developing skill. So you inherently, the more skill that you develop in the market, and I define skill as your ability to interpret behavior and environment proficiently. That's my definition of skill in the market. The the better at that process that you become, inherently, you will automatically be exposed less to the market because there are going to be fewer opportunities when you wait for the market to present the best environment and the best behavior. Isn't that remarkable? Yo, I can't. I got that. What I just said, I got to clip that. That's powerful right there. What I just said. You inherently lower your exposure to the market as you increase your skill because the skill allows you the ability to recognize when the market presents the best environment and behavior. So in other words, you're going to trade less anyway. So what you just said, the answer to that question is in the response that I just gave you. You said the more times that you trade, a loss will inevitably happen, even if you trade one a day. What happens is you allow the market to dictate whether you trade or not, based on your ability to recognize when the market is presenting favorable environment and behavior. See, what happens is the market don't always do that. Sometimes the market does other stuff. It just does erratic, chaotic, you know, unfavorable behavior. It presents an environment that's like, nah, I ain't got nothing to do with none of this right here. Ain't no trade or nothing for us right now. And it's okay. You're okay with that because you respect the market. If the market decides to move that way and to conduct itself that way, that's fine. That's the market's way of keeping you out of the market. You see? So it never becomes about you. This is what I'm trying to help you guys to ultimately lift your mind up to that level where you realize it's not about you, it's about the market at all times. The only thing that you're doing is becoming better at recognizing what the market is doing. Let me repeat that. The only thing you're doing is getting better at recognizing what the market is doing. You know how crazy that is? That means that the market, if you let the market guide you into trades and keep you out of trades, don't you realize that you basically have the key to financial freedom right there in that one statement? Let the market guide you in and let the market keep you out. That's insane. Come on, man. Dream said, that will be once I see consistency in the demo. That's why I'm trying to put tens of hours a day into the live training vids, because I have a lot of free time. Right. That's why I want to get into this, because I can learn. Absolutely. You're making very valuable use of your time. Like right now, you're in training. This is training right now. And that's what I want you guys also to realize. Like, this is powerful, what we're doing right now. This is powerful. Ed said, when do you stop training? They misread the memo where it said in the fine print, this is a lifestyle. Exactly. Yep. Dream said, I don't have any excuses not to right now. Facts. This can very well be my college. Let me tell you something, Dreams. You realize what just happened, right? We just were talking about college and trading, right? You're in the college of trading. I'm going to just leave it at that. You're already in college, man. Woo, woo, woo. Man, oh, man. Going Fishing said, what are your thoughts on scalping for profit once you are familiar with the environment and behavior of the market? When you're familiar with the environment and the behavior, you can do whatever you want to. Like, literally. There's no limitation as to what you can do. The question just becomes, are you controlling your greed? That's where everybody goes wrong. It's like the more skill that you get, the more difficult it is to control your greed. I want you to realize that. This is why I purposely don't trade more than once a day. And that's if I trade. Like, I didn't trade today. I didn't take a trade today. And I'm cool with that. So the discipline is what is replacing the greed. Because if you just, oh man, yeah, I want to learn this. Once I get it, man, I'm going to be going crazy. I'm going to scalp the hell out of the market. No, that's not the mindset that you should have. The mindset you should have is whatever the market allows me to have, I'm willing to accept. I'm good with it. I'm fine with that. Because now what you can do is you can take whatever the market gives you and you can give more value to what the market is giving to you. Does that make sense? Give more value to your trades. That's why, like, you see what I'm doing in the Blueprint Project. That's what the flip is all about. You don't need more trades. Flip. You want to make more? Flip. Just flip. I was having a conversation with somebody last week about that. They were telling me about how many trades that they took and they won. And I'm like, well, the whole Blueprint growth phase for me was 29 trades. And in 29 trades, I took the account up to 3K. And 3K is a large enough size for me to generate 2 to 3K a week if those opportunities come. Now, mind you, heard what I said. If those opportunities come, they may not come. What if I only get 2 trades for the week instead of 5? Am I going to be mad? It's a good problem to have when you put yourself in position where you only made 1,000, 1,500 for the week. Like, damn, I only made 1,500 this week. That's a good problem. Like, if that's the most you have to complain about, you're doing okay. Don't let your greed blind you. Like, it's just like saying, yo, I'm supposed to get 5 trades a week. No, you're not. Who are you? What if you have other stuff to do? You can't be on the charts. When you come on the charts, there's no opportunities. So you don't take a trade. What you gonna do? Yo, I ain't catch a trade, man. I gotta get a trade today because I gotta get my 5 for the week. No, no, no. Don't start that. Don't start doing that. This is what I'm saying about having respect for the market and allowing the market to give you whatever the market is allowing you to have. Don't stop trying to force your will on the market. Don't you realize that that's going to cause you to just get slapped? Like the market will tear you up doing that, because the market don't play no games. It does what it wants. You in the mind frame where you want to try to force a trade, you out your mind if you're doing that. Like literally, this is why training is so important. Because in training, what are you hearing me tell you right now? Stop trying to force trades. You don't gotta try to force nothing. Just like, why do you want to scalp? What does that even mean? You want to scalp so that you can get more trades? Like, what is it that you want out of that? You got to ask yourself these questions. Like, yeah, damn, I didn't even think about that. What is it that I want? You need a plan. You need to lay out your plan. You want to be in position to financially always have cash flow coming in. And in a worst case scenario, your bills are paid for. Like, I want you to understand, like, if just using the blueprint as a point of reference, you build up your account to the point where 1 or 2 trades is enough to pay all your bills. Are you following me? 1 or 2 trades for the week is enough for you to pay all of your bills. Now we talking. So that way, if you end up getting 3, 4, 5 trades for the week, look at what you just did. Look at what you just did. Now you just added on some gravy onto that train. Now you got the gravy train. But the train is always running. It ain't never stopping, because them bills are going to be paid regardless, even in the worst case scenario. You see? That's how you want to position yourself. Stop being greedy. Live below your means. I need that Bentley. For what? Why? Why do you want a Bentley? I'm just saying, like, not to say there ain't anything wrong with that, but it's like people will put pressure on themselves unnecessarily for no reason, instead of just being in position where they're always comfortable and they always are free and never restricted and never in a position where they're worrying about money and bills. I never understood that. Like, oh, we need a bigger house. Okay, cool. Why though? Why do you need a bigger house? Like, what happened? You got more kids? You see what I'm saying? Like, you need to really analyze and just self-check yourself all the time. I do that all the time. All the time, man. All the time. People will go out and they'll do stuff because they are insecure. Oh, man, I want to floss. I'm about to buy this. I'm about to buy this. It's like, if buying something is the reason or the thing that's going to make you feel better, then you insecure as hell. So you telling me that you're going to be happy if you buy that? You should be happy before you got that shit. You should be happy if you don't get it. How about that? You see what I'm saying? So anyway, and again, I have no idea how I started talking about any of that. I don't even know where that came from. But of course it was relevant. As said, Dreams, you're in the best position right now. You have time and the wisdom from those in Team Alliance to draw upon. Not to mention our sensei, Sensei Mark Fuller. That's funny. Don said, overtrading is deadly because it wears on your mental capital. Yes. Unnecessary pressure for no reason. Dream said, instead of overtrading, raising the contracts instead could be better. Of course. Of course. Give more value to your trades. Robocop, as you said, flip, pity flip. Flip and dip. Dream said not getting any trades in 4 days straight and then making 2K in a day is with one trade sounds even better. And see the thing about it is you can position yourself to do all of that. You can position yourself to do that. Take your time. Like, there's no rush. You gotta understand, like, people be just rushing, and through the process of rushing, they mess up. Why are you even rushing? Take your time and relax. And I'm gonna say something, but let me finish reading these comments real quick. Oh, Dree said, I don't know about any Bentleys, but I know I want that GTR at some point. Stacy said, you better drive what Warren Buffett drives. John, if you want to make 1,000 per day, so would you take 2 trades at 34 contracts or 1 trade at 64? If you say 1 trade, then should you not think defensively and risk less, so do 2 trades? Well, why you want to make 1,000 a day? I'm just curious. That's the first question. Why do you want to make 1,000 a day? Like, see, this is the type of stuff I ask myself. That's why I present it in that frame. Because this is the type of question that I would ask myself. Like, why do I want to make 1,000 a day? Why? It's like, all right, well, how much do I need to make to pay my bills every month? Whatever that number is, I take that, divide that by 4 weeks, and I know what my number each week should be in order for all my bills to be paid and for my lifestyle to be maintained. Anything above that is extra money in the bank. But I don't determine what's above that. I let the market determine what's above that. Do y'all understand? I never try to force anything on the market. I always allow the market to let me know what is there and what is going to be provided to me by the market based on the environment and behavior that is presenting at the time, and assuming that opportunities come at that time. You don't control that. You can't be like, yo, environment is lovely. Yeah, it's looking awesome. You know, it's time to take a trade. If the market don't tell you to take a trade, you ain't taking nothing. You try to force your way into the market and do something just because you feel the environment and behaviors in place. What if your trade don't set up at that time? What you gonna do? You feel entitled now. Now you feel entitled. Oh, well, I'm supposed to get a trade because the environment is nice. No, you ain't. You ain't supposed to get shit. The market determines if you're gonna get anything. This is what I'm saying about how people, they get into the mindset where they feel entitled. You can't say, I want to make X amount a day. You can't say that. Let me just put it out there. You got to stop saying, I want to make X amount a day. Don't do that. Don't do that. The only thing that you can do, perfect the craft, execute, see what the market provides to you on average. Now you have a gauge, a benchmark. Like, all right, I've been doing this for 3 weeks. Out of 3 weeks, week 1 I had 2 trades. Week 2 I had 4 trades. Week 3 I had no trades. All right, that's 3 plus 4, that's 7 trades, 3 weeks. So I got 7 trades over 3 weeks. Now, mind you, this again is based on what the market gave you, not based on you saying to the market, oh, I need to make 250 a day. No, you don't have to. The market, if the market decides to do whatever it wants to do today, you ain't gonna make no money, because you ain't gonna be putting nothing at risk because it ain't in the right environment. It's not in the right, it's not presenting the right behavior to you at all. What are you trading for? You're not trading. So if you're not trading, then that means that you're respecting the market, period. You got to allow the market to dictate to you what is going to happen. Once the market lets you know what it is, based on the trades that you actually get, that you didn't have to force, now you have information that you can use. Now you got numbers. Like y'all are doing it in reverse. You have to do it the opposite of the way that you're thinking. You can't force a number on the market. Stop saying 500 a day. Oh, well, for me to make 1,000 a day, how many contracts I need to trade? What makes you think you're going to get a trade every day at $1,000? And I'm presenting this because this is realistic. Like you can't just throw out arbitrary numbers. What is the market saying is possible for you to do? How many trades? You need to know that. Well, how are you going to know that? You need to follow what you're being trained to do and execute so you see what trades actually come. Oh, well, let me test it for 8 weeks. Now we talking. Now you go for 8 weeks, see how many trades actually come within the 8-week period that were exactly the trade that you should be taking because you did it at the right time. See what that number is. All right, in 8 weeks, I got 12 trades. All right, so you take that divided by 8 weeks. What'd that break down to each week? A little less than 2 trades a week, huh? That's what the market is willing to give you. Now you can base your number, your contract size, on what you would need at that level for you to earn what you would be comfortable earning based on what the market is actually allowing you to do. You understand? This is real information. Like this is how you have to look at things in terms of where you want to place yourself financially. Otherwise, it's just nonsense. It's just numbers that you're throwing around. It don't make sense. It doesn't make sense. And on top of that, you're going to be putting yourself under unnecessary pressure to do certain things because you feel pressured because you don't have the trades yet. You don't have the trades to reflect what you imposed on the market. Oh man, I'm supposed to get a trade a day. I don't have no trades in 2 days, man. So what you gonna do? You're gonna deviate now? You're gonna try to force trades now? The market said it ain't no trades for 2 days. So what? So what? This is how people end up losing every time. This happens so often that I literally, like the way that I'm explaining it to you now, it's like I can break it down and bust it down for you in so many different ways because people have done this so many different ways. But the result is the same. You're going to lose. You're going to lose. The blueprint that I'm giving you is so you don't lose. You're not tired of losing? Like you have to position yourself so that this is a business for you. It's not an ATM machine. You don't just be like, all right, yeah, I'll make 1,000 today. Nah, man, it doesn't work like that. So I'm more than anything giving you food for thought. I'm giving you things to think about. Don said, think about this. With $100, someone can buy one contract and make anywhere from 15 to 70%. Yep. Eric Pano, rinse and repeat daily. Yep. What investment will get you 20% in a month? Very true. 50 contracts can make you 1,000 a day. Oh, excuse me, on one trade. 50 contracts is a good number to use for just as a goal to get up to. I like using 50 contracts when you're doing the spreadsheet, because the spreadsheet it shows you how to get there without feeling like you got to be perfect. Like there's room for you just in case you happen to lose a trade if you're following the spreadsheet on your way up to 50 contracts. That's another reason why I built the spreadsheet like that, because I know the psychology of how people think. You're going to do something along the way to fuck up. Like, it just is what it is. So spreadsheets are going to help you to not lose your whole account because you messed up. Dream said, I want to retire my mom so she doesn't have to work anymore and make profits for myself. That's my 2 reasons, and that's my drive. Those are powerful reasons. That's a powerful why right there. John said, that is what I used to make, but due to things happening in my life, trying to get back to where I feel I should be. And I understand, John. I definitely understand. The way to go about doing it, you have to be strategic about it. So, you know, when you put everything into perspective, you have to always know that it's up to the market to determine whether or not you're going to be able to capitalize off of what the market presents at the time. And if for whatever reason the market is not giving it to you right now, you have to wait. Like, you can never feel like you're under so much pressure where, oh man, if I don't make this, my bills are not going to be paid. Like, you can't fall into that mindset. You have to allow the market to give you the money. You just got to let it, you have to let the money come. As soon as you do things that are trying to force the money to come, that's when you lose. And when you lose, you're losing your position, like what you're capable of doing as far as your account size. And it could devastate you depending on how you went about doing it. So what I constantly try to help you to focus your attention on is the skill itself. When you have the skill itself, you position yourself to have, it's like to be conditioned to not lose. Not losing is bigger than trying to force a trade so that you can make money. It's much bigger. It's huge. You're better off not trading and not losing than you are trying to force a trade and then losing. Because every time that you lose, you not only have to recover financially, you got to recover emotionally. It has an emotional effect on you. And one of the things that also you want to make sure that you're doing is, if you do happen to lose, you need to know why. It's unacceptable for you to win or lose and not know why you won or lost. If you can't explain to me the reason why you won a trade, you're not where you should be. If you can't explain to me the reason why you lost the trade, you're not where you should be. That point alone is going to, that's probably the best thing that I ever said. That's how powerful that is, what I just said. You got to be able to explain why you won and why you lost the trade. If you can't explain it, you're not where you need to be at all. Not even a little bit. You got to be able to know. You need to be able to know why you took the trade. You need to be able to know why you did not take the trade. Like, is this getting through? I hope that this is like penetrating somebody, because that is the most important thing. Why? You need to know why all the time. Cameron said Pareto law was a game changer when I learned it. 80-20 principle, short versions, 80% of your profits are coming from only 20% of your effort. Don said powerful rules. The thing is, once you get that nice car, big house, you will get tired of it quickly. It's called the law of diminishing value. Very true. It's just like how you feel after you get the girl. You did all that to get her, and now you got it, and it's like, it's not all it was cracked up to be, sweetheart. Right? Hey, that's what it is. That's the nature. That's the nature of a human being. Mango said, if you set a goal of 5 trades a week and the market doesn't provide the opportunity for that many trades, you now become a slave. Yes. Let's go, Mangoes. Woo. That's what I'm talking about. I ain't even finished reading it. That was enough right there to just. I got to tip my hat off. Yo, that's it right there, man. That's it. Let me finish reading that. He said, you now become a slave to the market and you're not free. You don't want to hear that. I know you don't want to hear that, but that's what it is. That is exactly what it is. Damn. Dream said, I used to think that, but as I'm hearing, just let the daily goals go and bring it down to weekly or monthly goals. Yes. Now you on the right track. You on the right track now, Dreams, with just with your thought process. Yes. While making up for the days with 1-2 high contract trades. Yeah, like you're understanding. You the goal is to give more value to the trades that you do take. So when trades do come, you're not scared to give more value to the trades because you've waited for the best opportunities to come. Does that make sense? You're always waiting for the best opportunities to come. That means solid trades at the right time. The definition of the best opportunities is solid trades at the right time. The key word being the right time. So timing is the most important element of when you're trading. Because you can take a lackluster trade at the right time and win. I'm not suggesting that you do that. I'm just saying taking a lackluster trade at the right time is better than taking a good trade at the wrong time. That's how that goes. Mango's got me hype off of that right there. He got me hype off of that. Because he's on the vibe, man. Damn. All right. Oh, JT had to leave. All right, cool. Peleus, what's up, man? Ed, it's probably in there already. If you said that in here. Let me see who's over there in the chat real quick. Somebody posted. Somebody post the spreadsheet in the group chat, so Ed can grab that. Somebody posted up for you. Palea said there's only so much you can make with 5-minute binaries because of the timing of the binary, but just be happy with what you get. Dream said that's what makes it where you got to be really strict and on point when you get into a trade because time is ticking fast. Definitely. Jay Carly, what's up? Stacy said light bulb going off. Yep. Ed, ding, ding, ding. Mick said if you truly desire to profit from the market, one will seek out the permission first. Mutual respect gives a level playing field. Goodness gracious. Lord. Oh, Otis said, mangoes just opened up the doors for those who understood. I know I'm woke now. For real. For real. Ed said, woke for life off that mango statement. Yo, that was hard, man. That was hard. Pure golden nugget. Yes, indeed. Goodness. Yeah, so this was, I mean, this is a good dialogue. Like, this was a very powerful discussion that we kind of had today. Just talking about a variety of different things. Yeah, it'll be in the spreadsheet, Dreams. I said it'll be in the spreadsheet. It'll be in a group chat. Excuse me. Yep, it will be in the group chat. Damn, I'm just realizing we've been here for another hour. It's already after 6. That's how it goes, man. That's how it goes. Jay Carly said, I had a convo with the universe. We know what to do now. Just wait for it to come. Wait for it. That's it. See, like, that's why being tapped into the patience vibration is so ill, because patience is the medicine to wait. It's like, what's the alternative to waiting for the best to come? You're going to try to force something to happen that is not, it's not the time for it to happen right now. Why are you trying to force it to happen now? In the process of you trying to force something to happen now, you'll lose the position of what you have now. That's what goes on. It's crazy. King Bunny said, when you make a bad trade, wait a few days to go back in. Revenge trades will get you. Who's that? Oh, that's Riley. What's up, Riley? And I mean, we, you know, like, we say that, yes, like, about if you happen to lose a trade, you need to stop. No more trades. Like, that's it. It's just a wrap. Ain't no revenge trading. Ain't none of that. Now, what do you think you should do if you lose a trade? What's the first thing you should do? Before you do anything, the very first thing that you should do if you lose a trade, first thing, what is it? Let's go. Let's go. And Peleus, you're right too. Yes. Look at what Riley said. Find out why. Come on, man. Come on. Find out why. Immediately. Dream said, delete your NADEX. Oh, snap. But yes, you guys are right. Everybody's right. You log out first, absolutely, and you find out why you lost that trade. Find out why you lost, man. Ooh, look at what Stacy said. That's why you should record all your trades. Come on, man. Come on. You realize where we at right now. Like, you realize the vibration we on right now. This is, yo. Because I told y'all before, I was like, listen, first of all, you shouldn't be losing. With the way that the training is set up, you shouldn't be losing nothing. You should not lose. If you're losing, it's something stupid that you did. I guarantee you. So you're really conditioning yourself to not do anything stupid. You're not going to lose because, oh man, the market just happened to do such and such and such and such. Nah. You're going to be able to tell me right away, damn, I lost, man. I should have waited. Matter of fact, I shouldn't have even been in that trade. That's what you're going to tell me. So I want to see you do less and less of that. As a matter of fact, don't do that. Just stop doing that. Today I had a conversation with someone. Took an L today. Before I could even get it out, he said, before you say anything, I know why I lost. Because he knew what the next question was going to be. Why'd you lose? He said, I shouldn't have even been in the trade. He said, I got impatient and I got anxious and I took the trade. Do you think that all of this reinforcement is necessary? Yes. Now, mind you, this is somebody that's around me every day. It's not like it's somebody that distanced themselves and, they went off on their own and started doing no, this is somebody that listens to me every day. Told me that today. I got anxious. I got impatient and I took the trade. I shouldn't have even been in the trade. So you see what I'm saying about why I do why do you think I do all of this? I do this to help me. The byproduct of that is, of course, it's helping all of you also. But this is for me. So I don't do stupid stuff. Non-stop, man. It's just non-stop. Like, never stopping, man. Never stopping, because you see how easy it is for you to deviate and do something silly that you ain't got no business doing. Very easy to do. It's very easy. Retarded behavior is too easy. Let's put it like that. Yep. See something. Is this thing working? Come on. Is this internet going out? Why does it do this? There we go. All right. No, still not yet. Come on, man. Oh, no, it's there. All right. Okay. All right, yeah, there we go. All right. Riley said, if you find out why you failed, it's an expensive lesson. But if you don't know why, you will keep failing. Exactly right. Exactly right. J. Carly, work on yourself all day. Dream said, remember subscribing to. No, he's doing something else. He's doing something else. I'm looking at the chart now. I just logged in real quick just to see. I usually don't log in at this time though. I usually wait until like 6:30 to 6:45. But I wanted to see if the behavior was carrying over into this session. And I think it might be from the looks of it. Paley said it's raining now in Detroit. He said it's bipolar. That's how it's been. We've been getting that too though in New York. Like it just started being hot every day last week. This past week. What's the day? Tuesday. This past week, like Wednesday of last week, it finally just got hot. But before that, it was raining every day. It'll rain and then it'll get mad humid. Then like a couple of weeks ago, it was still cold. It was rain and it was cold. Like I was out here wearing a hoodie. So the weather be doing all type of stuff, man. Weather is like the market. It does what it wants. mm. Riley said, the I got this, I don't need to double check will burn you. All the steps or it's a coin toss. Yep. Yep, you're right about that one. Right about that one. You can't do it half-assed. You got to be thorough and efficient with the process. That's why, like it doesn't even make sense to try to do anything else. Like that's the part I don't get that people will do. If you know that you have to be accountable for everything that goes on. In other words, you got to know why you didn't take a trade. You got to know why you did take a trade. You got to know why you lost. You got to know why you're winning trades. If that's the case, when you try to do a bunch of different stuff, you now run into situations where you don't know why anymore. Like say you go and try to do something different, you start winning. You don't even know why you're winning. You have no idea why you're winning. And then on the contrary, when you get smacked and you start losing, you don't know why you're losing either. Just a waste of time, man. Like that, like it's just a total waste of time, for real. Um, Paley said, global warming is going to kill us, so have fun while you can. Orange Man ain't doing nothing about it because it's not real. He did say that, right? He said global warming is not real. Like, okay. All right, Mr. President. Okay. Oh, Muhota said he said he got the email. Let me see what this battery's doing. Make sure this thing ain't overheating. It is. It is overheating. I guess that's just something that this thing does, man. This phone is a pain in the ass. All right, so Muhota's in there now. He's good there. And I think Mustafa's in there too. Yeah, Cameron is in there too, right? Cameron, I added you to the chat already, right? I thought I saw him on here too. Mick said when your to-dos turn into don't do's, you will realize that training is all you need to be doing. Damn. Trading is just confirmation that you have been training properly. Speechless. Damn. Oh, that's like poetic. All of that just rolls off your tongue, and he hit it right on the head. Damn. He said when your to-dos turn into don't do's, you will realize that training is all you need to be doing. Trading is just confirmation that you have been training properly. Damn. Riley said when you stop training, you start forgetting your training. Yep. Palea said that's true. If I stop training a little bit, the juice man takes over. For real. The juice man is always there. That's why he's just waiting. He's like, yeah, I dare you not to go to live training tonight, boy. He's like, I dare you. He's like, stop going to live training because the rant man is there. I don't like him. Jay Carly says, do you know why I never quit trying to be the best and succeed in whatever I choose to do in life. No one ever taught me quitting was an option. That's powerful. Yep, quitting is not on the multiple choice list. Yeah, see, this right here is why I usually will wait until like 6:30, 6:45, because the behavior carried over, but there's right now at this time no liquidity in the market, so that's why you don't see anything on the option pricing. There's nothing there yet. You need to see more activity, and then you'll see it reflected in the option pricing. Riley says, some days Mr. Quits tries and gets you. Jay Carly said, I know I was driving on all the other haymakers, but I'm extremely enlightened today. Yep, this is good stuff. Very good. Very good. Yeah, this was an awesome dialogue today on here. I'm glad I came on when I did, actually, because if it would have been any other way, it probably would have been something different. Yeah, it would have been something different because the timing would have been different. Yeah. All right. So I think I'll come back then. I'll come back. By the time I get back in the house, it should be different. Jay Carly says, self-enlightenment begins with self-reflection and understanding you are in charge of what you see. And boom. Yep. Shawnee, what's good? He said, anybody take any trades today? I wasn't able to look at the market this afternoon. Nope, I ain't take no trades yet. We did have a MRMH from earlier, so from what I'm seeing, the market, the environment, everything is still intact. So we just got to see if the market gets in position and syncs up, and then we will likely have some opportunities if that takes place. Yep, dinner, fam, and live training later. What a blessed way to end the day. Y'all stay up, fam, and just plug in, and it will all start to make pure sense. Peace. Facts. That's funny. Dream said thousands of people took trades a day, and 95% of them lost. Yep, I agree. What time is it? 6:30? Yeah, let me get up out of here. All right, y'all. So I'll see y'all in live training. Appreciate y'all for tuning in, as always. Always a pleasure. This one was good. This was a good commentary today. This was solid. I'm just real. I took a look yesterday. I'm just realizing how many commentaries there are. Wait, let me see something. Because when I saw how many it was, I was like I was just bugging. Just bugging out, man. Let me see something. Because that's another thing. Like, I look at the commentaries like training. Because it'd be training on here. Like, today was like a training. Shit. Yo, this the 70th. Damn. This is the 70th commentary, man. That's crazy to me. That's crazy. Insanity. Yeah, definitely. Shawnee said several eyes on the market. Salute. Yep, all day. We got it. We got it covered. All right, y'all. I'm out. I'll holler at y'all. See y'all in training, man. Yeah, the commentary videos rival training. Exactly. All right, y'all, man. Peace.